sky when everything was silent. In my heart, it learned to fly. I've been searching for that feeling. Maybe it's just lost in time. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's my mind. God, I need to hear your voice, cause I'm so tired of hearing mine. I need to hear your voice, cause there's so many on my line. I heard that when you shine, it make a man go blind. But when you open up his eyes, he sees for the first time. Let it breathe. The more I know you, the more I learn about me. I lost sleep worrying about my heartbeat. I hit the interstate, tears running down my cheek. You know it's really faith when the only thing you see is nothing at all. You only hear the call, and I can feel the pressure like my back against the wall. So tell me who will break my fall. God, give me eyes to see. I'm trying to search for who I'm made to be. Tell me, is your love given for free? It's what I really need. I was in a hard place, think about the future. Listen, I can feel my heart race. The world said college, God said no. The world said stop, Hovey, God said go. Only got one life, but we living like it's two. What if we could see it from a bird's eye view? Looking down, realizing it's a path we didn't choose. The biggest regret is not doing what you called to do. You feel like your back against the wall, yeah. When I'm feeling like my back against the wall, yeah. I was feeling like my back against the wall, yeah. I was scared cause I would have to give it all, yeah. Jumped out the deep end, now I'm swimming, I ain't fall, yeah. I felt the freedom for the first time, oh yeah. I was feeling like my back against the wall, yeah. I was scared cause I would have to give it all, yeah. Jumped out the deep end, now I'm swimming, I ain't fall, yeah. I felt the freedom for the first time, oh yeah. In the distance, I can hear you calling me. Help me listen. Need you, Jesus. Even when it's hard to see. This my moment, dog. This my moment, dog. I'm gon' own it now, yeah. We gon' hold it down. This is your moment, dog. You gon' hold it down, down. You gon' hold it down. I'm done going through the motions now. I'm tired of going through the motions. Going up like a mansion. I ain't got no reason to be trippin'. I'ma kick back, take a listen. Can you tell me why? Tell me why you mad today? Mad today? Mad today? Can you tell me why you mad today? Mad today? Mad today? Tell me why you mad? Hey, trying to cash my check. I was chilling at the workplace, too much stress. Had the mop in my hand, could've lost my step. No stock in the kid, but I took my chance, yeah. Big Bentley on the road for a hot shot. I remember mama's cooking in the crock pot. 150 on my neck like no sir. Yeah, I wear the same jacket, got no fur. Hey, boy, I came from the wig, off Perry Lane Road. Gotta hang with the clique, see the kicks on the phone line. Gotta reminisce, made it through the pain, yeah, we had to take the hits, I was pulling up the willies for the pork chop. They gon' have to feel me till my heart stop. I'm a with town, baby, all day. Crazy how everything changed. Going up like a mansion. I ain't got no reason to be trippin'. I'ma kick back, take a listen. Can you tell me why? Tell me why you mad today? Mad today? Mad today? Can you tell me why you mad today? Mad today? Mad today? Tell me why you mad? Hey, homie, why you mad, bro? You the case so far, where you at, though? I know you in the game, feeling like you pristine. Yeah, bitch pulling up with the whip clean. Is you mad cause you watching from the sideline? Is you mad cause you came up on the stop sign? Nah, brother, I've been chillin', it ain't my time. Tryna pop, but I had to see the guidelines. Hey, why you mad today? 05 skirt, no jazz today. I ain't had no money in the bag today. Man, chill, ain't no point in being sad today. I was 15, cranking out raps in the room. Talking 5 years later, God had me on the move. I was in the stove cleaning mats with a vacuum. If God spoke to me, why? Tell me why you mad today? Mad today? Mad today? Can you tell me why you mad today? Mad today? Mad today? Tell me why you mad today? Mad today? Mad today? Can you tell me why you mad today? Mad today? Mad today? Tell me why you mad?
Yo! How's it going, everybody? By the way, this is all Christian music, right, guys? So, we're gonna switch it over to some. We're gonna change it to some calm music. Feel like we've gotten a little bit too hype on my end for the day. But I'm going to go grab myself a water. I'll be right back, guys. And yeah, hold on tight. BRB. Woo! All right, guys. What's up? Hey, Rhea and Light. How's it going? How are you both doing? Rhea, how's the morning? Same goes to you, Light. Thank you all for tuning in and hanging out. By the way, if you have a Twitter and you haven't already, go follow. Oh, man. Today is going to be a good day, ladies and gentlemen. And what we're working on for the day is, as you know, yesterday we were able to get these small bits, right? Like these little bad boys. And we were able to plug them up via this and then outsource this so they no longer exist. Now, we're trying to find a way to take these bigger pieces and connect them. And I think I might have found a way to do it. So early this morning, I was on a search for nodes that could possibly help me with this dilemma. I have notifications on your chan. Ooh, thank you, my friend. That's the third thing that I ask everyone to do is turn those notifications on. Because we stream every day, right? So if you want to join in on the stream and hang out, make sure the notifications are on. We also don't know when we're going to be dropping shorts for the week. It's kind of like what I feel might be a good short. That's what it's all dependent on. And we always drop a video on the weekend. It could be Saturday, it could be Sunday, right? So with that in mind, make sure you have the notifications on as well. But yeah, we're going to be trying to connect these big pieces today. And what we're going to do that is do some connections here. However, it looks as if these... So I start off with this. Try to polyfill them. It's not working, right? I'm trying to solely get these bad boys. Stuff like this. These are the only areas that I want. Then I'm thinking we're going to randomly choose a part in between these, draw a mesh, and then select them and fill them in. Then we would have to re-decode them right? Because right now these are already decoded. So we'd have to redecode it so the black areas that we fill in get a matching tile set. So I'm sorry I took over your live stream last time. No, you're fine, man. You didn't take over. You're just doing your thing. Wanted me to check out some of your videos. That's fine. But most of the time I can't do that stuff because, you know, I'm trying to get some work done as well. But yeah. Phantom. Back at it again in the channel. Hello! Hello to you too, my friend. But yeah, we've got to find a way to connect these big aspects here. We get rid of the really small ones and connect the bigger ones, right? Then once we've done that, we can break these off into tiles, and then we can set the environment tile props to those specific tiles. But yeah, Eli, you're fine. You're doing absolutely okay. What are you doing? So, as you know, I'm doing procedural generation, Phantom. Yesterday, we were able to take these little holes here. I guess that's more, we can represent that better with this. We're taking these little holes, or these little rooms, filling them up, right? So they're not included in the final product. And then we're going to take these bigger ones, right? And we're going to try to connect those. And that's what we're up to today. And at least that's what I'm doing. So hopefully we can get that finished quick. If we get it finished quick, you know, we can hop straight into trying to tile these up. Now, the issue with tiling them would be we would have to sample. When we tile them, we would have to sample the rooms so that we can connect them again. I'm getting so many notifications, if you didn't know. Have you watched the video with Trolls 3 I sent you? No, I didn't actually. I apologize. I'll watch it today. I'm sorry. I've been extremely busy. I'm doing a logo for a friend, and yesterday it was the first time I went to the gym, so after stream I worked on this a bit, and then I laid down and I watched some Big Bang Theory. Okay, I was tired. One day, can you take a break from making games? You know, maybe one day, but I don't see that as something that'll happen for quite some time because I really enjoy game development, and I'm hoping to turn this the thing we're doing here into a full-time gig for me and obviously for other people in the future. So we'll see. Stay real, man. It's been a while. Welcome to the channel. Okay, I do too. Yeah. Anyways, so now I'm learning 2 programs for my OS. What's the programs? So what was it? Illuminate OS, which isn't a program. That is already an OS. You're trying to make something similar, but not exactly, right? If I'm correct, Phantom. But I just want. What do you just want? Figma and Android Studio. Yeah, I have Android Studio. Android Studio. You need it for mobile development on Unreal Engine. But I just want you to play some games. I will one day. Maybe we'll have like a fun stream on Saturday or something where I play games. I don't know. We'll think about it. But I don't want to get off track with the content on this channel. It is primarily a development channel. But who knows? Maybe we can do that. And make cool videos. I kind of already make cool videos. Well, not really. They need a lot of work. I'll be real with you guys. I make them in a day, so who knows? With time, they will get better. They will get better. But for now, FNAF and Roblox. Man. FNAF. 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 Maybe. Everyone keeps calling me the next Scott Cawthron or whatever his name is. Because he made Christian content prior switching to FNAF. And I'm like, I'm not going to do that, dude. I'm making games for the Lord for life. You know? If life was all about money, then we'd all be rich. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know. Five Nights at Freddy's. I'll make a spin-off game called Five Nights at Eddie's. I will be back in 45. Yeah, man. Thanks for joining in. I'll see you in 45. Or whenever you decide to come back. Don't feel like you have to be back in 45 minutes. If you can't make it, I understand, man. Thank you for joining.
Oh, boy. Uh-huh. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. I am public access now, and I can be used everywhere.
How can I find a name for my OS easy? I mean, what, they got Illuminate OS? You gotta use something like space. You gotta use a space name. Or you can name it Fig OS, Fig, for the fig tree that Moses saw burning as he talked to God, who revealed at the time his name was I Am Who I Am, which indicates to me that he is everywhere. He's not just Sky Daddy, he's everywhere Daddy. He is all things and everything. Cosmo OS. That's a good one. How do you stream with your cam and put your screen like you're doing? Well, I use OS or OBS, which is, something you can look up. I use OBS, and then I have a bunch of other personal equipment, right? OBS Studios. And then I use a video. I can't pull it over here. Essentially, it takes the video from my camera, feeds it into the computer so you lovely people can see my horrifying face. Pinker, hi. Now I lurk. You can't do that to me, Pinker. You just got here, man. You got to at least have a small conversation. We got to talk about something, my friend. Lightdation says, thank you so much. Yeah, I used the cam link from Elgato, but it is rather expensive, so bear that in mind if you're looking into doing it. Right? You can also buy a webcam, and I recommend doing like a 4K webcam of some nature. Right? That's the only issue with my current setup is my camera is a Sony Alpha 6000. It's like HD, and that's it. It will make me better. Everything you need, Lightdations, you already have, bro. But if you mean your content, yeah, it'll definitely give people the things they typically request when it comes to, streaming and etc. Pinker, understandable. What do you think about biscuits? I think they're delicious when surrounded in gravy. Biscuit health pickup. Oh. I like the biscuit health pickup. But there needs to be a biscuit and gravy health pickup, right? But that gives you like a stamina boost. Like you get health and like a momentary instance of just stamina boosts. Yeah, gravy. You've never had biscuits and gravy, Pinker? You got to try it. If you're ever in America, you go to like a restaurant somewhere. It's got to be like a family not a family restaurant. It could be like, yeah, they're typically sold at like country restaurants. So you get that biscuits and gravy. They do like a sausage gravy and they drizzle it over the biscuits. It was really good. Let me look it up now. See you later. All right, I will see you when you get back, Light. May your adventures be safe and the information you find prosperous. But yeah, guys, so now we have these doodads. I don't know what these are. I wouldn't know what you would consider them as. I'm a little annoyed because I want to know what it is that what am I selecting? Like if I select this, is this just an edge? Are these edges? Or are they like a raycast? Honestly, I have never even seen gravy, but that seems cool. Are you... Dude, let me get a picture for you. Your mind's gonna be exploded. Biscuits and gravy. That's my jam. Check it out, dude. Check it out, Pinker. These are the things that make me happy in the morning when you go to those type of restaurants. Not every morning though, right? And the secret is, man, is you don't have a lot of it. You get a little bit of it, because I won't lie to you, the iron or the salt in the gravy does get kind of overwhelming after like 7 or 8 bites. But it is delicious for those 7 or 8 bites. You're like in a small segment of heaven. That looks great, but I thought gravy was brown. Yeah, aren't you? So that is gravy. There's different kind of gravies. There's like the heavy gravy, and then there's that type of gravy that you'd put on. Typically that's called country gravy, from what I know. So it's intense. Yeah, you're talking about like my grandpa makes that type of gravy all the time, like halva. How have I not tried it? What the heck? Halva gravy. Or maybe it's not gravy. Best halva. Ooh. So these are like... Halva is a Middle Eastern treat made from tahini that is similar to fudge. How have I not tried that? Literally. That sounds delicious. How do you use it and download it on phone? I don't know if OBS is for the phone. OBS for phone? I don't think it's for the phone. Mobile streaming app. I mean, they have Streamlabs, I guess, for... You could try that out. I used to use Streamlabs. But yeah, you could play games and do stuff on there. OBS doesn't work on phones, I think, yeah. Halva is pretty intense too, depending on the kind. They look like there's a variety of them. Which one is the better one? Like if I showed you that picture again, which one would be the good one? Halva. Oh. Yeah, I think it looks like kind of like a bar of soap, if I'm gonna be real with you guys. That looks like a bar of soap. But it also looks kind of good. But then I'm going to feel weird when I like look at a bar of soap again. And you're probably thinking like, what bar of soap are you using with whatever the heck these are? They're probably like seeds or something. There's like a ton of my buddy, his grandma has like a soap shop, and she has a ton of soaps with like natural ingredients in it. There's nuts, and you know, she's got coconut ones and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I cannot see. Yeah, it does. It's just compacted. Yeah, it looks kind of like a I don't know if you've ever had like zucchini or banana bread, and if you haven't, I highly recommend it, because it's like, that's like my bread and butter. I will eat that every day if I could, especially the zucchini bread, man. I'm sure like there's people joining this chat who are like, what's going on? I thought this was game dev, not zucchini dev. Zucchini bread. Oh my God, thanks so much. You're my #1 favorite. Thank you. You're my #1 favorite fan. Next to Rhea, of course. She's great. I mean, have you ever talked to her? And she makes cool art. Pinker's all right, man. He's all right. He comes in here now and again and harasses me, yells at me, calls me bad names. I'm joking, by the way. You are all my favorite friends. I don't like saying the term fan, because it's like, one, I'm only at 160 subscribers, so you really can't You can't say something like that. But at the end of the day, I just, without you guys, who would I be? So I wouldn't even really call you that. I would call you like friends. I just hate the word fan. It's just ridiculous. But I do need to cool down sometimes, so I cannot ever tell apart the jokes. Yeah, I'm a very sarcastic person. He's just like, what does he mean I always do that? I never do that. Party members, yes, party members. Now I see, that's a weird thing. The Polish kind is uniform and sweet. Oh, there's a Polish kind. Okay. Not gonna lie, it seems pretty cool. Yeah, they look pretty good. Oh, are you talking about the banana bread or the zucchini bread? Yeah. I will watch all videos. Thank you. Make sure to give me a critique too, because guys, I am trying to develop as a video editor as well, right? The better the videos, the more people we'll have. At the end of the day, that's what it boils down to. It's about the content I produce. I'd rather focus on the development aspect, but I guess for the time being, we'll have to focus on that as well. And they tie into each other. Like, I can use those editing skills for like cinematics in the game if I decide to go that route. Yeah, once I had Egyptian halva and it was delicious. Ooh. Yes, the zucchini bread. Yeah, zucchini bread, I don't know what it is about it. Like, you would think, like, right off the top, zucchini bread. It's like a vegetable. It's really good. I don't know what it is, but it's super sweet. It's super moist, right? And it's because when it's cooking, it absorbs all the water from the zucchini, and the zucchini absorbs all the sugars and stuff from the bread. So it's really good. Also, the streams are always fun. Thank you, Ria. Also, I like banana bread a lot. Yes, banana bread is good. Although I'm sad there's not it doesn't feel like there's bananas in banana bread. It just, you don't see any like bananas in it. It's just bread. Banana bread. So maybe I make that a thing too. Yeah, see, banana bread just looks like bread, and you're like, where the heck are the bananas? There's no bananas. You think they would put like some oh, there we go. This guy gets it. Look at him. Looks kind of weird, though, when they put the banana at the top. I don't know if we should do that. How do you use Streamlabs on YouTube? Well, you have to, I think, request the ability to do it. And then once they give you the go-ahead, you're able to just stream from there. I personally had to download or subscribe or buy a subscription to Restream. And it kind of does everything for me already, but YouTube has a little bit of an over-convoluted process. You have to go on YouTube, you have to start the live stream, and then once you start the live stream with all the information, description, yada yada, thumbnail, blah blah blah, then you go into OBS or whatever streaming software you're using, and then you click start stream, and then the stream connects and it works, and everyone's happy. But it is very over-convoluted. How do you stream? There's something like zucchini bread over here, but it's just pumpkin bread, and it's similar to how you describe it. Yeah, that sounds delicious. Pumpkin bread? I like pumpkin pie, so I'm assuming I'd love pumpkin bread. Do they have like a pumpkin bread with whipped cream? Because I'm sorry, chat, I can't have pumpkin pie without whipped cream. Pumpkin bread. Okay. Yeah, they look very similar, actually. That looks like little bread slices of pumpkin pie. Hopefully they do put some type of... Yeah, they do. Look at this. Yeah, whatever that is, I know it's some sugary goodness. It's probably like some frosting or something. Now I wish it was near the end of the season again, or the year. Banana bread seems fantastical. It is fantastical. But I will disclose, all right, guys, and don't hate me for this, that I like zucchini bread more. It's something about the mix of the zucchini and the nuts and almonds and all those things combined. They just blow my mind when they enter this mouth of mine. Okay? Seems like it would be good. Yeah, understandable. You're not gonna even be like, dope rhyme, dude. I did all that for you guys. I'm not even getting a round of applause. Gosh. A little heartbroken, not gonna lie. A little heartbroken, but it's okay. I'm joking, by the way. I don't really care. I don't know why this Houdini keeps doing this to me. Stop breaking, Houdini. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. Now it works. Great. Game development, rap career. It all transcends. No, I would never do music. I used to do music. I just realized I didn't like that industry too much, so I decided to switch gears to what I was doing prior to that. I was learning programming. And I've always wanted to make video games since I was a young child. So I switched gears around like 25. And yeah, it's been a beautiful adventure so far. Sounds like it would be good. I don't think I've tried it before, though. Yeah, the pumpkin bread. It sounds like it would be good. I think it's really good, but I'd have to have like some type of whipped cream product on it. Because mind you, I can't even eat pumpkin pie without whipped cream. Progression. Yeah, my that's why my streams are progressive, because I got the flow. If you know the insurance company. Stay real. I love banana bread. Dude, see? Now we all love banana bread. Don't look at how much we have to connect over, right? Banana bread, zucchini bread, right? I'm serious. The zucchini bread's great. If you guys haven't tried it, you need to. You need to do yourself the favor and go get some zucchini bread, because it's absolutely fantastic. The zucchini bread. Right? This is a zucchini. I want you to remember this, chat. This is a zucchini. That's a zucchini. And that's the reason why the bread is so good, because you look at this and you're like, there's no way that's good. And then you try, you're like, this isn't sweet. This looks like a vegetable, like some form of squash or a cucumber, right? And then, you know, you have zucchini bread and you try it and it's amazing. Just look at that. It's delicious. Yeah. But it's really good. If you haven't done yourself the justice of trying it, I highly suggest it. It's a very, very delicious dish. It puts the delish in the dish. It worked. I streamed for a test and I bind the stream. You binded it? What do you mean? But I'm happy it worked for you. That's great. Stay real. Have you ever tried zucchini bread, my friend? By the way, we got to figure out if these are like some form of edges. So I'm going to try to do some tests. Edge. Collapse. What if I do an edge collapse? Will it collapse these edges? I don't know. Edge. Cusp. Edge flip. Edge fracture. Curve from edge. Let's see if we can get curves from these edges. We don't seem to be getting any type of curve. Connect paths. Oh. Oh. Was that this prior? No, it's like that already. Boom. Okay, so these are edges. So once we do that, we get this. Can we extract the edges? Curve from edges. Connect paths. Extract curves from edges. Can we extrude? Let's see if we poly extrude. What's going to happen? And you deleted it? Yeah. Well, at least you know it works now, right? Like it's... Hey, so... These do work. But they don't work how we want them to work, right? So the main issue we're going to have today is grabbing these particular ones and doing that for every single instance that we're running this. Could we do something like this for this? We could, right? We could add more. We could definitely add more paths. I don't even know why this is here. I believe this, yeah, that's already connected. This is settlement connections, and it connects settlements together. This isn't a settlement, right? That's a settlement, though. But rather interesting, if you ask me. I don't know why it does this whole roundabout thing. Now, how would a genius go about doing this, chat? How would a genius... Genius! Spells genius wrong. Let's try polyfilling these. And this has an issue. It's just like some patches were not created because they were degenerate or non-manifold geometry. What do you mean? Reverse, unique, that... Edge collapse, edge divide, edge equalize, edge fracture, edge straighten, edge transport, circle from edge, labs edge collar. Damage. That's cool. They have like a little... Huh. That might be something useful in the future. Let's see what dissolving the flat edges would do. We dissolve these. Oh. But we somehow still have all these, which is amazing. Boom, 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 boom. We got to find a way to use this to our advantage. And there seems to be, well, one, we have this here. And while we've connected these, we don't know that we should grab these particular ones. Grow selection, what is that? Oh, okay. Let's see. Select and convert geometry. Now, I wish it would tell me what type of geometry is this. Indie. Select the geometry. Let's have a gander. Let's have a gander. And we got here. It does look as if display primitive numbers. So these are primitives of some sort. Polybridge. We're just gonna fiddle around here, guys, because I have no idea. Test the game, please. It's fire, I bet. Yeah, we tried that yesterday. It's still the same game that it was yesterday. But if you really want to see it, I can load it up again and give you guys a look at it. I gotta pull my pants up a little bit. I apologize. Starting to get somewhat of a wedgie. It's undesirable. I'm trying to think how I'm going to get these to connect. I mean, we have things like, what? Connect polygon neighbors. right? Maybe if we were to run this like in this. Let's see what happens. And it just disappears. Attributes to copy. Polygon, centroid, and neighboring. Polygon, centroids only. Nope. Connectivity. Yeah, let's look this up. Zucchini bread. Connect polygon neighbors. Houdini. Evolved Soldier. Hello. Welcome to the channel. Hi to you too. How's your day going? How's your day going, Evolved? Sorry. I mix up my words sometimes. You can use an add node with a setting to set polygon. No. Hey, check it out. This is real. Stay real. Look, you got a cousin out there, man. Good. And you? I'm doing great, man. We're just trying to create some procedural generation for our game using Houdini. So far, this is what we have. We've taken little parts of this and we've, essentially deleted them. Now I'm trying to find a way to connect bigger aspects or rooms, I guess you could call them, to the other rooms in the game. But doing that has seemed to pose a conundrum for me. But all the same, still good. Just having fun playing in Houdini. Figuring out the workflow. Shoot. Primitive properties. Maybe we could split. Evolved Soldier 1 is my brother. Ethan, why did you join? Hello, brother of of light. Welcome to the channel. He's trying to see what the fuss is about, man. Why not Dan? For real. Who's Dan? I'm assuming Light is Dan. Dan the man. I was just reading the book Daniel yesterday. I think actually I mentioned this on stream. That or I'm having like a real deja vu moment. Evolved can stay, Light. We must remember that this is a space for everyone. Yeah, don't gatekeep us, okay, bro? No, please. It's all right, Evolved. You could stay. You have my permission. Light, he's your brother, man. He's gonna be your best friend. When I was younger, I used to have the same sentiments to my little brother. And now me and him play games every single day. Right? Well, almost every single day. Stay Real gets it. We need more viewers for the channel. But it's all right. I get it. I get the sentiment. Stay Real. They're brothers. What happens. It's not until later in life where you guys start appreciating each other and becoming friends. Let's just call this connect parts. I don't know. We'll call this connect parts. We're going to try to do something. I just feel like although we've achieved something here, this might not be the exact method that we want to use. Because it's like, how do we tell this program that we don't need these, we just need the ones particularly around this area. Right? How do we do that? If we can find a way to select these, right? Then I can essentially find a way to possibly fill these and then use this in maybe a blast node that's similar to this one, right? Because we have our rooms. But then if we were to delete the non-selected, we get the spaces in between them, right? So then we would be able to essentially take this and then join them together. And then, yeah, we'd have to move some things around though. Boop. Move this over here. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. But how do we do that? Stay real, tell me. Tell me how we can do this. How is this achievable? Sorry, my phone is yelling at me. You never know when you get an important email, though. Start daily. Nothing important. Also, eventually, I'm going to have to start finding some individuals that might be willing to moderate the stream. Shoot. Maybe we use these. What happens if I were to... One would argue that if we had big pieces like this... Can I just use... No, because it'll see each one of these. So let's kind of do what we did here. Let's fuse these together. Right? And then we can extract the silhouettes. Extract the silhouette. Or I guess silhouette. Pull this out more to the right. Yeah, Anim has been gone for a while. He messaged in Discord a while back that he's apologizing for not being on a lot. He probably is just busy or doing something else. I do know that he is a very busy guy. So it could be that. I'm hoping. Okay, we have the silhouette now. We can extract, delete small parts. I'll probably message him at some point, but I don't want to bug him. Let's see. Okay, so the biggest part come around here about at this point. We'll do it to about 30. That's a little disheartening. Because now we have two. If we go any further, we just kind of throw this into somewhat of an abyss. So we'll have to redo this, get that, and then invert the results. Come on. Boom. And then we're left with delete. Very... I don't know. Delete. I don't know what you would call this. How do you email us? Like how, why, and how do you? How do you email us? So whenever I stream, you get an email. It's probably YouTube. It's not something I do on my own. I don't go and personally email people. Yeah. It's just YouTube doing YouTube's job. Informing you of my existence. 46. We'll do 45 for this one. So now we can group and oh, never mind. Maybe we group instead of delete, but then selection. However, we want to just get rid of this. Entirely. Whoa! Hey, thank you so much to Evolved Soldier for subscribing to the channel. Welcome, my friend. You said you would... He types like this because he is 7. It's fine. Yeah, I kind of felt like he was younger. He had me look at his content the other day. But I try to be as supportive as I can of young talent, so... Yeah, you said you would email someone, a fan. A fan, like a cooldown fan? Oh, like for playtesting? No, I will be contacting for playtesting purposes. Light, I'm going to be reaching out to people, by the way. Welcome to all the new people in to the Discord, right? We appreciate you joining. But I will be messaging people in here in particularly. So if you haven't joined Discord, please make sure to do so, because when I start playtesting or having people playtest the game, that is where I will reach out. So. Oh, yeah. Amin. Yeah, Amin is essentially the moderator for my Discord, and he hasn't been on for a while, so I'll probably message him at some point, but I don't want to be intrusive because you know, do you play any games like Fortnite or Minecraft? I used to play Minecraft, and I used to play Fortnite. When I do play Minecraft, I play with my daughter. Which reminds me, I have to play with her today. I'm controller tramp on Discord. What does that mean? You click the controller role on Discord. Yeah, if you go to get your roles, you select the game tester. So you click the joystick. Let's see, get back to Houdini, get our OBS up. Boom. But now we have this part. Oh, snaps. Oh, they pick up stuff Friday, so I'll have to do that after I get off stream. By the way, guys, we will be ending the stream around 1 o'clock today. It is half day for my kids, so that is the plan, just so you all know. Can you go in the voice chat in Discord? No, and if I were to do voice chat, it would be age restricted. Just to keep myself safe. You never know how people react to things, so it's not necessarily I do that to be mean. I just gotta make sure. I gotta, watch out for the safety of myself in the stream. You never know what someone's gonna do when they come in and the Discord while I'm streaming. I don't know if you know, but I'm a Christian developer and streamer, so people, from my knowledge, might just join to troll me because that's funny to them. which I can understand. But it's just something I don't do on purpose for personal reasons like that. Plus, it's just hard because I like to keep it like no cursing, and I know some people have. I don't look down on people who curse, but I do know that it is a problem that some people have. But I just want to try to make sure that that doesn't happen as much as possible. Okay, but can someone join my Discord? I don't know. If someone wants to join it, they can. I'm in a lot of Discords, as you can tell already. So I try to keep mine to a minimum. Delete. Let's see here. Group instead of delete. So now we have this. And we know that it goes with this. Right? So there's got to be some way to do stuff with that. Maybe we can turn these into polyfill. Yeah, see, the same polyfill problem we had yesterday. This is the only one with extra, right? Group O is always the issue in these type of things. It does look like Group O is kind of like whenever there's a polyfill on these, it does look like that is kind of where things spur off. Yeah, that's an O. So honestly, we might be safe doing that, blasting out that particular point. Someone please, I have no fans. You have like 200 and something subscribers, don't you? You just got to keep at it, buddy. Hang out with people, talk, you know? You just got to make sure you do what you're passionate about, and other people will hang out with you at some point, right? But the good news, if you start editing videos now, by the time you're 16 or 15, you'll be unstoppable at it, you know? We've deleted this. We want to do the selection, and then we want to blast. Let's actually do several blasts here. Does our family? What do you mean your family? Yeah, I'm sure your biggest fans are your family. What is this guy? Hold up, someone's honking. Someone's honking. I guess it's Rhea. Particular walrus. Sorry, guys, just double checking some things. But yeah, we got to find a way to blast this other group here. And that's interesting because when we look at this 0, 1. So we got to blast everything that isn't maybe we want to polyfill and then blast that. I'm assuming. Oh no, we don't, because if we, that's why we're not seeing anything. My apologies. With my beady, your buddy. All right, you have a fun one, Light. I appreciate you stopping in, friend. Let's, Jesus. I'm trying to figure out how we can delete this guy. We can't just say delete 1. I know for a fact I can always delete 0, but we know we have selection. Oh, what I could do is I could blast selection and then delete non-selected, right? Then we can blast O, and then we're left with this. Delete everything. Yeah, see you later, Light. Delete everything besides selection. I don't know. Delete first group. So we extract all these, we delete everything besides these, we delete all the small parts, we're left with this, and it's just like one of the issue with this is I don't know if I will have this at the end of the day. I guess we'll find out. But let's go. I'm trying to think what could possibly be the best method for cutting into this. Because as I've said, we have the connected parts here. Maybe there's something we can do with these. But I would have to find a way to get access to these and seclude those primarily. And now that we have this and we have this, I can probably, yeah. Let's see what delete small parts does here. Deletes everything. Doop. Parameter. Yeah. Delete small parts. I guess we could do the same thing here where we polyfill. All right. We polyfill this, right? And we delete, or blast, I should say. We blast Group 3. What the heck is group 3? Oh, I guess all of these. Selected. Honestly, we do this. We get this. This seems like the better route. We're left with this. And we can group instead of delete, invert. So selection is now this. We can delete everything besides, or blast everything besides the selection. So we delete everything besides selection. Selection. I think I spelled that wrong still. Delete non-selected. Delete non-selected. Then we can polyfill this, and then we can blast. And I guarantee you this is going to be O. Look, see, it's O again. Right? Delete first. I don't know. Now, I mean, I could potentially just grab this and then just have it extrude down, and then we could fill this in and recalculate it to get something like this, right? To just fill in this entirety. But I kind of want to carve into these rooms. That's what I really want to do. Because I think this is an interesting layout. And I feel like it would be better if we could carve into it opposed to, you know, completely getting rid of it. And I think the best way to do that is to try to introduce some way to compare these type of groups to one another. And this might particularly not work, so I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. No, 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 no. Let me move this over here. Okay, another person's pinged me. There's got to be something here in the midst. Oof. Probably don't want to do that. There's got to be a way to compare these. Neighbor. Copy primitive 2 point. No. Labs random selection. Points, primitives. At least we're getting more by count. Ratio, random seed. I mean, I could break it up like this, right? But I feel like this would just create more chaos. I feel like this would just create more chaos. Probability, periodic, constant intervals. And it looks like I've kind of already done that though, chat. I'll be real with you. So I feel like I'll keep this just in case, but I think... Hey, thank you so much, Vision Link OS, for the follow. How are you doing? Over there at Twitch. Yeah, so I think we might have something here, but I couldn't really tell you guys. The best way, I think, is to kind of throw it in and test it out. So we're kind of going to do what we've done here. So at the beginning of this whole entire process, guys, we've used wave collapse, or the wave function collapse formula, to kind of get rooms. We then essentially go through an entire process to particularly select the small groups in this so that we can plug them up in the end result. And now we're trying to find a way to connect these larger land masses into the mix, right? I don't want to delete something like this. I feel like this looks cool, and I think they should be a part of the overall game. So with that being said, I'm trying to find a way to connect them. What I've done here is I've essentially inverted this, right? And I kind of perform the same procedures where I fuse these together. I get the silhouette. I delete the very small parts, which leaves, several parts remaining. But from there, I go in and I get this particularly as a group. I then fill this. I blast. Honestly, I feel like I should place this here. I think that's just a little more coherent. But then I delete the, so I get this. I delete the big part that's not selected. I polyfill this, and then I delete the first group, because after we polyfill this, we're still left with the silhouette, which is always the 0 group, no matter what, when there's one singular selection. So I might have to do something that takes an index depending on how many big parts there are, right? And then go that route. Because the odds are that if I have something like this, it probably means that there's a room here, right? But anyways, then I take this after I delete that first part, and then I randomly delete selections in it. And I'm thinking of then just turning these into a silhouette, extruding them down, and then using the same method I used here to plug these, the small part holes I'm going to use to open these up. Then we're going to have to re-decode it, and then that should give us the rooms we need, but we'll find out here soon. How do maybe I just do another silhouette.
Silhouette.
I'm not a big fan of make sure this is on the Y. We get this. And now we can extrude down. I'm gonna have to find a way to connect this into the PDG, because ultimately we're gonna use tops, right, to create a procedural data graph. And that way, when I go and I make these changes, it's all done. I don't know. It's done by tasks. So essentially what I can do is I can maneuver these things to do things in sequence. So if I edit something here at the top of the list, it'll change down. But if I edit something here, it'll go from there, right? So it's more performant if I use this method. So it's about getting this working correctly and then converting it over into the tops graph so we can better manage the subsystems within our procedural generation. But yeah, after this week, guys, I think we're going to be taking whatever we have here and we're going to use it to make a mock-up level. We're still planning to use procedural generation in the game, but I think it's important that we just create something that's a little beautified to add, well, you know, because this is streaming, so it needs to be somewhat entertaining as well. Phantom says, I'm back! Welcome back, Phantom. Over there at YouTube. And by the way, if you haven't already, YouTube, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We do live streams every day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. PST. Here at the channel, if you're over at Twitch, you know, you just got to click the follow button. But if you want, you can always come to YouTube. You can come over here, and you can do all those things as well. If you prefer to use YouTube. Phantom says, so I made my first design in Figma with some tutorials. Want to see? Yeah, I'm down. Send it on Discord, my friend. And by the way, if you are on Twitch, yeah, so this weekend, that's something I'm going to do Saturday. I'm going to be beautifying Twitch a little bit. I think we're going to create some panels as well as leave some information there for individuals so they can join the Discord or they can easily maneuver between the different streaming platforms. Also, if you have a Twitter or an X account, make sure to follow me on Twitter as well, because I think I'm going to start going here a lot and talking. So go ahead and follow me on here. Also, if you haven't already, you can go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I do have another account called Nazareth Studios, but I have to fix that one. When I was younger, I started Nazareth Studios about 5-6 years ago, and when I created the Instagram, I signed up on this this platform that essentially got you followers, but it meant that you followed other people as well. So there's just a ton of unchristian people that I have followed that I need to go through and kind of block. Hey, this looks nice. Very smooth. Very, very smooth. I like how crisp it looks, man. This looks really nice. Romania. Does that work with everything else as well? Phantom. Stefan Mendoza, new subscriber here. Thank you for the subscription, and thank you for joining the live stream. Do you have a roadmap for your game and a vision defined by mockups, sketches, and wireframes? Currently not at the moment. I do have a GDD that I kind of keep. It's private, right? Because there's a lot of game stuff on there that's disclosed, that's not disclosed on the stream, and I kind of want to keep some things exciting for people. When it comes to mockups, sketches, and wireframes, we do have a game implemented. I do have some character concept art that I've created. In regards to environment concept art, I'm not an environment artist, so it's just garbage. But I am currently talking to a Christian comic book artist who might be willing to do some work concept art wise for the game. So that's something to look forward to, guys. But yeah, so far here's the game. You can jump, you can run. This is all a work in progress. Remind you guys, right? So there's still a lot that needs to be done. We need to fix the vaulting, right? But as of the moment, you can run, jump, you can climb up, down, right? You can jump off walls. On top of this, you can also wall jump. So if I go to this wall here, I can jump off of it. There's still a lot of work to be done to really make the movement punchy and smooth, and I feel really personalized Judah here. And by the way, if you didn't know, this is Judah. I have a short on my YouTube if you want to get like a up close look of him. I think there's still going to be some stuff that we have to fix with his overall character design. I was watching a video on what they did with the new Mario game, and I was like, yeah, that's something I should probably do for my game. And they basically break his rig. So like it's forward, it's 2D facing. So his eyes are placed certain areas, but to make an a long explanation short, Stefan, I do, but they're not in the way that I particularly and professionally would like to do them. Right? Phantom OLP says, well, that's my first ever design. I decided to make a Weeder app. What's a Weeder app? There I'll make the designs for my OS. Oh, designs. Okay. So it's essentially, it's not OS per se. Like it's not operational on your phone yet, but you can create designs on there that essentially tells us what you're trying to do with it. Okay. That's cool. And by the way, guys, thank you all for the love, for the subscriptions and hanging out. I really do appreciate it. We started last month with like 28 subscribers, and in the last couple of days, we'd have had a huge immense of growth. We're now sitting at 166. I know I bring this up, and I'm going to stop doing that at some point, but I am really dumbfounded and blown away at the love and support people have been showing me. And, you know, it is like I always say, it's very motivational. So thank each and every single one of you for your contribution and just the overall conversations. Yeah, thank you, Stefan. But yeah, we've been working on the game now, Stefan, for about 2 months. There was some pre-planning prior. If you really want to see the progression, do yourself a favor, go into the channel, watch the devlog videos, Judah and Friends playlist. There's 3. We're going to have a 4th one this week coming up on Sunday. So essentially, Stefan, every week we have a quick log, devlog, which kind of showcases what we've done through the week. And it gives people who can't show up for the streams, who are busy, a chance to catch up with what we've done. And I think I'm going to start doing a monthly one as well to, you know, not only document the development process, but to kind of do it for those who can't even watch the videos because they're too busy, right? So it gives people a chance to kind of see how things develop throughout the development process. Make a weather app. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't see any wheat in there, man. And trust me, I'm fat. If I saw wheat, I would know. Because that's bread, bro. And I love my bread. I mean, we spent, what, the first portion of this stream talking about bread, Phantom? Pumpkin bread, zucchini bread. We got banana bread. There's a picture of a freaking banana inside of a bread. And I was like, that does not look as good anymore. But yeah, let's see if we can plug these in. We're going to go ahead and extract these. On top of this, we're going to transform them up a bit. Right? Okay, let us connect. And by the way, Stefan, there is going to be procedural generation in the game, I hope. It's a mobile game, right? So keep that in mind. So I'm trying to see if it's possible. I'm a very experimental developer or designer. So you're going to see a lot of experimentation on this channel in regards to software. If you're interested in stuff like Houdini and etc., then, you know, I'm the channel man, because I like using software that is professionally used just because I think it's fun and interesting to explore. Right? But yeah, let's get back to it. I feel like I'm over explaining things. Let's translate this up 1, and then we're going to extrude down. Extrude. Poly extrude. There we go. And I think the last thing we found out on the stream is that if we extrude down, right? Let's go -1. If we don't fully encase these, it won't be considered a bounding box, right? So we have to fully encase them. Now, in here, I don't know why we do I don't know why we have this in particular primitive. We're not like doing anything important with it at all. There's nothing important going on with it right now. Sorry, I got rid of my OBS on accident. And now what we can do is that we're going to group these together, I guess. But how are we going to do that? Because this here is particularly, so the way this works, chat, is that when you start this off, it names it depending on the color, it's either black or white. If it's white, it's essentially a filled in layer, right? Or is that white? Let me double check for you guys. I apologize. Where is the thing? Why is it not showing me? It should show us. What's going on? What did I do wrong? There we go. Yeah, so black is a room, white is essentially a fill, right? It's a wall, right? A solid wall. So the idea with this was that we're just naming these things when we wrangle it up. We're just naming it to 0. We transfer the attribute in here. We do another attribute transfer to tie these all together. And then in here, everything gets plugged in. You'll see some overlaying geometry or points if we were to click this on, but we handle that in in the tops engine. So we're not really worried about that right now. I always feel like we're doing so many processes here. Trying to do things as simple as possible. Geometry. Geometry. But yeah, so essentially we got to name these when we transfer these in here. So let's, yeah, how do we select these? These are already being selected, I think, right? No, what we do is we use a bounding box to select, what is it? Boop. Nope. Boop. Nope. Boop. Nope. Where is the dots? Essentially, we're selecting all these in here. I don't know why it's not showing us. But we get all of these in here. And for some strange reason, the camera keeps freaking breaking. And if I press H, it doesn't fix. H, Alt H. For the love of God, fix yourself, please. That's a bug in Houdini I don't like, is the camera will constantly break. Yeah, see? Just, it's not rotating around the center of screen. So it just feels weird. Geometry. But yeah, we select these. I think if we go at name, we should see some other things. But yeah, it essentially goes through here and names these ones O. So now our job, right, is to go in and name these 1. And then we can decode it again and then throw it in here. At least that's what I think's going on. Wavelength, the Wang tiles decoder. Shmee. Yeah. We'll figure it out. But let's do an attribute or a group, I guess. Group. Boundary object. And I think we can do this here. After the border. There's no way to beautify this. I will say though that if this works, I can get rid of these. Like it just won't be necessary for me to have them anymore. So we can look forward to that, visually speaking. But for now, let's use a bounding region. And then we'll use the bounding object. Ooh, volume. Why is it not working? Points, is that why? Turn into room. That should be easy for me to identify. Now I just want to see if we're actually selecting these. Display point numbers. Turn into I don't think we're grabbing anything at the moment. Volume, convex hull. It's got to be this one, right? Base group, no entries. For this one, what did I use? I used points. Using points. I just wish I could figure out how to see how I'm selecting these things. Display normals, display point trails, display point numbers. We can actually get rid of these now. How do we see what we've selected? Display UV island boundaries, display primitive hulls. We don't want that. Filter visibility objects during playback, control visibility objects, high quality lighting, normal lighting, headlights only, disable lighting. What happens if I disable lighting? There's got to be a way to see this, and I don't know why I can't figure that out. Let's look it up. How to see what I have selected in Houdini. Oh, you know what it is? I think I gotta turn these into points. Nope, and then that still doesn't work. It could be that I'm not even selecting them. Let's look if that changes with this, and it doesn't. And I know I'm selecting those for a fact. Lasso select, box select. Select groups are connected. Nope. Whole geometry. Ridiculous. Select by normals. How to highlight what's in a group. Click a name in the group list. Oh, that's how. That's what I get. Turn into room. How are you not working? Well, we've made small parts. Small parts works, I believe. Yeah, it works great. Then in here, though, we're not grabbing anything. Do I have a base group selected in here? No. Replace existing. They're the same. We're using a bounding object. Yet somehow we're not selecting anything. Could it be? Yeah. We gotta extrude these a little bit. Actually, I don't even think we need these, right? No, we do, because we're extruding down. So let's just do 0.5. I don't know. There we go. There we go. Now we're selecting them. Geometry. Sorry, I keep looking to see if someone says something and I see that. So let's do attribute. Attribute transfer. Or actually, we got to do an attribute wrangler here. Attribute wrangler. And essentially do this as well. What is it? S at name equals. Well, this one's going to be a little bit different. Because if we name it something, like in here, we can just name these 0 because 0 is a fill. That's literally what that tile does, right? And if we look at our handy dandy tile stuff picture, you'll see that fill is 0. And that, yeah, all these other ones are those designated colors. So we just got to figure out. And I'm assuming we want to do that and then do this. What's wrong? Group 3 not source specified. Yeah, we don't have to group these anymore. But I do need these in here. Come on. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. So, I think the best thing we can do is set the color right here, because I do believe there's a color. Where is there? Is it just named turn into, and then we have some selected. Actually, we do that. So it is in there. But Shmee. I think I can do this. And then we'll have to set the colors in here. Are we still getting the results we want in this one? We are. But in comparison to like this, Trying to see where these things lie, because it might just not even move through them. What if it's thicker though? Well, we're just gonna have to test and find out if that's the key to our success. But it does look like we're not getting anything anymore. That's not true. Okay, so yeah, we do need to come in here and do that to get this specific group. I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom. I'm trying to see if that person stole my cat, dude. He's right here. They just look a lot alike, huh, buddy? Huh, handsome man. Sorry. So this is going to be a little bit more difficult than I anticipated, but hey, at least we could see where these are particularly inserting themselves in. And honestly, I think that's interesting, because I would almost prefer to keep these. I mean, it works if we do it like that, but I would almost like to invert the selection almost. I feel like I like this one more than I do that one. And I think we could always like turn these into like a parameter I can switch. So if I like click one off, it'll essentially reverse. But with that being said, how are these guys still being selected? Nah, that's what I was gonna say. A little weird. But yeah, it's cool that we have those now. I don't know how I was able to do that. Or essentially look at both groups. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to change the colors of these and throw them up here. In the geometry spreadsheet, it already gives them a name, right? It gives them a name here. But it will kind of break the cycle if I think if I do something like this again. Like if I look at geometry, yeah, see we got colors. Name is 111. I could change the name to 111. And that would change the colors. I don't know if it decodes by the color or by the name. But it changes the name to something else, which is interesting on our end. Although it's interesting, we have something like this here. When did that get in? Hold up. Yeah, that already got filled. We're going to have to find a way to introduce this somewhere up here, or we'll have to decode that. Or essentially take those groups, right? And attributes name equals 111. And let's see how we would change the color of this. Um, oh crap. I didn't want to get rid of the add attribute Wrangler. But what is at CD has got a problem. Maybe I need to add a 1 here. Let's try this again. Or a colon. Not a colon. What am I doing? Oh. What have I done? No. So it is probably 111. Nope. And it did that again. Crazy. Nice. Geometry spreadsheet. Let's go and select these. Okay, so it's doing that now. It's set them to 1. So that's cool. And I think the best thing to do is to just copy and maybe I can just add this back up here into a Wang decoder. I would like to see the colors. Is there any way to display the colors? Maybe if I go at CD. They're all one. All I see is Lego. That's true, my friend, bro. 0 and 1. So there's 0 and then they're 1. But you know what I didn't do in here is do this. So now we have a 0 and we have a 1. Right? Here's our zeros. What I could do is essentially plug this all in. So let's delete these. We don't need these anymore. We use these to plug in. But what I'm thinking I can do is essentially take this, right? Kind of do what I've done here. Get the point, and then in the attribute handler, set the name equal to 0 and the color to something else, right? And then we plug the this into here after we, you know, done everything else. So I don't think we need this here. But how you doing, Pinker? What are you working on, man? Let's check this out for a second. We got a lot. It's getting messy over here on the node end. I mean, I could just lower these down. And just another friendly reminder, guys, we are ending the stream a little bit early today at about 1 o'clock. So we're going to only be streaming for about another hour. So anywhere from 40 minutes to an hour, because I do got to take the trash out. So I'd prefer to do that before I get the kids, because I don't know what time in particular I should do it at. We do names to change here. We don't even have to do that though. That's interesting. And then here we attribute transfer. So we can get rid of that. That's unnecessary. But now we need, I want to check if this works. Come on. Come on. I want to check if this works. Ooh. Oh, but we need that to make this. That's a big sad. I mean, you think you could just use this grid here. Can I just use the grid that I've created and do it like that? But then we don't get the land masses. That's the big issue here, is that we actually need this for that. We need this to get this, so we can grab this and this. And that's how we get a hold of all the other stuff. It's just all blocks, I know. Well, not just all blocks, right? Some of them are... Well, now it's just ruined. But you get... Stop it, Pinker. They're not just blocks, man, okay? Stop simplifying my artistic skills in Houdini. You know, I'm feeling like opening a Gatorade. A miniature Gatorade. But yeah, we need all this to do that. And while we change the colors of these, which we could totally do by doing at, you know, C, big C, little d equals set, you know, and then we come in here and do 1, 1 or 0, 0, 0, right? And then, you know, we've set everything that we've needed to set here. You know, what I could do is just decode this particular group, if that's a possibility. No, it's not. It is not a possibility. But let's try it. Decoder, lab style decoder, boom. Now we come in here and we'll see that we all have different names. And if we go back, sorry. We have our groups. How do we see the groups? Now if I select this, we still don't get that. Group turn into, let's find these on here. It'll be 1 or something, I think, right? Unless after it does that, it completely deletes them. Yeah, it kind of deletes them. Which means after we've done something here, we should probably delete. Yeah, we still have transform and small parts. Even after this, we still have, no, we just have the transform. And then in here, this is getting an error because it's like, oh, names to change is not a valid group. Oh, crap. I don't even think we need to change the names of those, though. It just changes all the groups, right? Yeah, and we still get the same results. So it's pointless to have them. However, we want to create names for these particular parts. Geometry spread. So I guess we'll use this again to group those things, right? We'll group these. Group, we have, well, we already have turn into rooms. After that, it looks like. So, with that being said, we can totally decode this. We have turn into rooms. Yeah, we do. We still have stuff. I'm playing with my best friend. I just want to check how you doing. I'm doing great. We're about to connect this room together. So, I'm feeling ecstatic. We're going to alt click though and drag this off so it's less abrupt in how it makes its way over here. But this is a very overconvoluted HDA node. Test the game. Yeah, there's nothing to test. It would just me playing the game again, you know? But I can play it for you if you want. Yep, this is a game so far. We can run, jump, vault horribly. We still got to work on the vaulting system. We can climb. We can climb down. We can jump. We can run around and do all the things. We even have pickups. Oh, well, I'm throwing off the access because the vaulting's bad. But you can heal. And you can wall jump. Still a lot to do. But right now we're focused primarily on the world building aspect. Sorry, I'm going to go down, come in here, delete that process so it doesn't bog the system down. I'm going to go ahead and save because I can hear Rhea in the background saying, just a friendly reminder to save, and me being like, yeah, that's probably something I should do. But yeah, since we have this, now I believe I can come in here and change some attributes, points. Okay, so yeah, we do attribute transfer. Boom, and then boom. And then in here, we type in on the points, we type name. And hey, check it out, guys. We destroyed everything. It was all great until I did that. No! Looks good. What is it about this that makes them... Oh, it's probably because it should be points. Destination group, and then the source group would be turn into room, I think. Yeah, turn into room. So we're just transferring it to those particular things. But now, whoa, we don't have anything. What's going on here? Points, conditions. Oh. What do we do here in the conditions? Uniform model and 1. Uniform model and 1. So it should just be the things. Freaking Rhea, haha. Every time you read our comments or live comment, the high-pitched voice and good job. Thank you. Every time you read our comments, you read it in a high-pitched voice, please. Oh, you want me to do the Mickey Mouse?
Every time.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Oh boy, every time you read our comments, read it in a high-pitched voice. Please, please. Every time.
Yeah, I gotta work on that. But yeah, let's see, because this works fine. If we plug that in here, we're like, oh, we're in the clear. So what we're doing is we're max sample count. Distance threshold is turned on. Distance threshold, and we have this down for a uniformal balance. Let's see if it worked, and it didn't. Free. Whoa. That's big sad. There's got to be a way. What am I doing wrong? Turn into room. Yeah, it's these. Which means we're going to transfer these over to here. And essentially it'll be only those groups. And here it doesn't matter because we've already done this part. Conditions. Name. Do I have any of these other things selected? Copy local vario. Gotta go. Have a good rest of the day. I'll catch you around, Rhea. Thank you for tuning in and hanging out. I hope you have a very blessed day. And yeah, I'll see you next time. We are going to be ending the stream in about 45 minutes to an hour, guys. So keep that in mind. It's going to be short today, but tomorrow it's going to be a lot longer stream. We should be streaming until 2 o'clock. So keep that in mind. I'll say it about 300 times. We don't need this because that was me just going through ideas this morning. And I feel like we've figured it out. But now the only thing holding us back is trying to figuring out how to do it in or actually how to transfer these points over, because right now we're not getting any of the results that we see. He says do it in a high voice.
Gotta go. Have a good rest of the day. Do it in a high voice. Oh boy. Ha-ha. I'm in public space now.
When you read something, no.
I don't always want to do that. Emma doesn't want to always do that. Sometimes Elmo just wants to hang out in devlog.
Yeah, plus it hurts my voice. I don't get paid enough for this. I don't get paid enough to do the voices. And it should just be these bad boys. We're literally just doing, what we're doing here is we're taking everything from here. We're redecoding it. Right? And then we're redecoding it. Not in a group, right? Which means these all have changed. And I want to make sure that this has the same premise as those. So they're essentially whatever I change in the parameters will be affected by that. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Stitch loves friends.
Bye. All right, Light, you have a good one, man. I'll see you around, all right, buddy? Thanks for joining in. Boom, 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 boom. So we have all the necessary components, right? We have all the necessary components. We're just lacking some final bit. WFC, which we already have, essentially, but 2D wave collapse function. Maybe I can 2D wave collapse function this and read out some of the values that I currently have. Which I thought I already had, because I had these things. Solving for the wave collapse formula. Bah. I don't know why. Oh, that's why it's grabbing this. And then we do this. And then we see that we have a very, very funky looking thing now. Big sad. I was hoping I could visualize the change. But we do know we are getting some changes because the names, we have O, O. What the heck? Group. Are all the groups that are in the selection O? 0. 0, 0. It's named them all 0. So they don't even have... That's why it's not doing anything, because they're all named 0. When we've clearly set them to be a different color. We've set them to have a different name. For instance, if we look in here, we'll see that prior to this, it gives them a color as well as a name. 111111, right? Or actually, whoa, that's why I'm reading this all backwards. I need to change that to a 0. I need to change these to a 0. So it's got to be 0, 0, 0, 0, and then I gotta go turn into a room. And then we've transferred the attribute, and does it work? It does work, but not in the way that I want it to. Darn it. You know what it is? It's because we're now filling these things, and I think we have to decode after this. Honestly. But that's interesting that it's not updating the... Because these are all 111, but these are still being... I wish I could see these as like a whole. Yeah, even these aren't filled in. But these bottoms and tops are. It's just not changing these ones here, which is the issue. Right? We might have changed these, but these are not being changed to compensate for that, which I thought it would. Because we're now, like if we go in here and change these, right? We're essentially saying like, yeah. Wait, one name is 111. 111, but its color is 000. Let's see, turn into room. 111. Yeah, why are the names 111? It should be 000 now. That's interesting, but the name is not updating. Zero 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 111 111, which is what we don't want it to be 11, right? S at name, or yeah, S name equals 0 0 0. Why isn't it decoding these the way that they should be decoding them? I'm just so dumbfounded by that fact. I mean, now we have 28, but if we were to select 661, right? It doesn't change with that, but it should. It should change. Learning to make RPG games. Hey man, glad to see you live. Yeah. I'm glad to see you in here, man. How you doing? By the way, I appreciate your support in the comments, bro. It really does mean a lot. I guess I get that this isn't some people's bread and butter, but I don't know how so many people can be so ruthless. But regardless of that, how are you doing, man? So yeah, we're finally feeding this into here. And the sad truth is it's given us the results that we want, but not in the way that we want them. It's not recalculating these. Good, man, no problems. Turn the critics into coaches, as you already are doing. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. At the end of the day, I think there's some truth to the things they speak. If it was really that good, no one could argue with it, right? So there's still a lot that I need to do to develop as a content creator that develops video games. And that also means making videos. So I'll just probably have to watch some tutorials on that to get a better idea of how to create more enthralling content. But one step at a time, right? But yeah, as you can see, we're finally connecting these rooms, but they're not connected. As in, they're not being fully dug into. We still have some walls here. A little sad about that. And I'm trying to figure out how to. Let's go ahead and select over to primitives. Boom. Readjust these tiles. Oh yeah, we need one that goes from here to left and right. I'm happy that that happened. But yeah, soon we will have a echo or a shell of what we'll need. And it should be easy to start working on this more. So it says your name is you're learning to make RPG games. What type of RPG game are you looking to make, my friend? So it's not changing this one, or this one. Or this one, or this one, or this one, or this one. I thought it would decode it again. So when it decoded it, it would decode. It would essentially have a new thing to work off of. What if I were to plug this in? How would that look? Oh, hey! That's interesting. It works great now. Huh. The only thing we have to do, though, because the thing is so we're essentially moving the names over. So we could, maybe if I took this and turned that off and then plugged it straight in. Yep, and then we get everything we had. Besides this bad boy. This guy isn't plugged up as he should be, which is annoying. Ryan here. Well, it's nice to meet you, Ryan. Currently attempting to build an engine in CPP and OpenGL. Holy heck. Very fun, challenging, currently having terrain rendering / some physics and textures and lighting and stuck on reflections. Okay. Then we'll build an RPG from that, or a God sim, ironically. Use it to teach people how good God is. I mean, if you're into that, let them understand. That's how I like to look at it. And then, like, whenever somebody makes a decision that's like relative to something that happened in the Bible, you can be like, that's why God did this, but you judge him for that. And then they're like, argh. Hope I'm not killing the vibe, but retrained from theology / pasture to game dev. That's cool. No, you're not killing the vibe at all, man. I love it when people who are, I love when Christians join the channel, right? That's why it's a Christian game development. You know, my plan is to use my gifts that God has given me to potentially help people cross that bridge into Christianity and to help reinforce other people's faith, right? So I pray that I'm able to successfully do that, because I know that that in itself is a humongous task. The only way I'm going to do it is through God's guidance and help. Right? But no, you're not killing the vibe, dude. I'm so happy that you're here. This is why I do this. The only issue we have though right now in regards to what we're doing here is we plugged these holes up, right? And now we're getting them again. So I think what I'm going to have to do is, instead of using this here, we'll use this to just create the bounds. And then what we can do is plug this into this, and then this into this, and then we can just drag this down into sheesh. So how did you end up making that transition? Was it a hard one to make? But that's awesome to hear you're making a game engine, to be quite frank. And now we're not getting anything. Let's go back in time. Got a BA in theology by the time I was 30 and kind of a pastor for a bit. Okay. What made you decide to get out of the whole pastor thing? Let's go back in time and see what we did wrong. All right, we're getting stuff here. I guess our problem I apologize, excuse me. But you know, honestly, I respect what you've done. It took me a while to come to God, and just to like jump deep into theology to learn about God. Like, you've already done that massive step and learning your foundation as someone in the body of Christ, right? So you're already in the right direction. Or going in the right direction. Oh, hey, that worked. But we still don't have this. So what gets iffy is when we decide to drag this into here. Maybe if we do that, then we really don't get anything. Then I'd say there was a crisis and some corruption, so I called it out and left the church temporarily, but ironically, I did my uni dissertation on rap music and integrating faith into media culture. That's so cool. That's really cool. Yeah, I did a little bit of, I used to actually be a hip-hop artist, but back then when I was a hip-hop artist, I was just not close to God at all. And it was through music that I found that out. And it really pulled me. It was something that was self-destructive for me. But through that self-destruction process, it really led me to God. You know? Me too, sort of. That's sick. So most of my studies applied to integrating faith into even game dev. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's crazy that we have the similarities in that way. Yeah, man. I love game development. I've wanted to do game development since I was a kid, but I also loved music. And I was very corrupt in the sense where I just wanted to make everything about me and be in the limelight. I essentially idolized myself, right? That's what my music was doing for me. And when I realized that, I had to kind of step back, and that's when God really took in control, and I was really lost for a long time because I just didn't know what else I would do with my life. You know, I always had these big dreams of doing something cool and fun and crazy. And, you know, I felt like because I was a Christian, all that was gone. And then I felt a real calling to start doing video game design again because I was learning programming prior to all that. And now here I am, like 5-6 years later. Happy to hear your game dev context, how you learned EDIC and what your skills are, but only if it doesn't disrupt the flow of the channel. You know, I'll be real with you. Testimonies or anything of that nature will never disrupt the flow of this channel. And if they do, I personally don't mind it because in my opinion, you know, if I don't put God first, then, you know, how am I going to do the things that I wish to achieve? Right? I'm putting God first, and, you know, that comes with hearing out testimonies and hearing things like comparing and contrasting our journeys with one another, right? How did I learn to code or use engines? Well, when I was like, 19, I bought a C++ book, and I started learning a little bit from there, but nothing much to really stick with me. When I hit 25 and found out about Unity, I downloaded it and started learning. And so I say I started off with C++, but the real first language that really familiarized me with programming was C#. And yeah, I started off on Unity and went to work and do other jobs and stuff like that because I made a game and it didn't do well and I was kind of broken about it. So I peeled away from game dev for about a year or two. And then I started going to school for game development. And yeah, I used Unity in those classes. And after I got out of it, I started picking up Unreal, and now here I am. Haha, I got a C book at that age, but it didn't stick due to call into ministry. Yeah. Then bought a C++ book 3 years ago. And now it's just been, yeah, I have JetBrains Writer. That's what I use for the current project. This is a C++ integrated process. So I'm not only using blueprints in Unreal, but I'm also using programming as well. And while I would say I would argue I'm an amateur at it, I kind of just tinker until I find a way to achieve something. And then kind of go from there. But yeah, oh, you know what it is this doesn't have a group. So we need to do the small parts group. And then we need to plug, because these come in and do all that. So let's see if that worked. And it did. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we have found a way, right, to not only dismiss insignificant rooms in our game, right? And I'm going to come over here really quick. Areas like this, like little rooms, literally. And if we go here, you could see it a little bit better. But we've also found a way to connect the rooms. And now these big rooms that were separated from the entirety of the level are now hopefully going to be included in the level. We're going to have to scrum through some seeds to see if that's truly true. But there we go. Learning to make RPGs says, I released a faith-influenced UK rap album 5 years ago and only a few hundred people bought it. That's good, though. A few hundred? Nice. It was just a hobby, but Eminem released a surprise album, Kamikaze, the same week in the UK. I was in the top 10 rap albums for 2 weeks with Eminem. What the heck? Who knows, dude? Maybe God had a calling for you to do that. And to be quite frank, I am looking for musicians that I can play on this channel without getting copyrighted strike. So if you have a Discord and you would be okay with that, you know, join our Discord. The link is in the description of this video and we can chat, man. And who knows, maybe I can include some of your music in the game because I want Judah to resonate with today's crowd. but still retain the holiness of the Bible. Face orange, raised eyebrow. Is that what you're doing to me, huh? Huh, Alexandra? Alexandra? Alexandra. That's a very pretty name. Thank you for joining the channel. Latour Senat. I believe that's, is that Spanish? I don't know. Sorry if I butchered that, Alexandra, but thank you and welcome to the channel. Learning to make RPG games says, I'll join the Discord and you're free to use the music in any way. Sweet. Yeah, join the Discord. It's a growing community, so when you come in here, make sure to select your roles and up here, get your roles. And that'll allow you to post in these areas, and you can post your music in here to share this, or if you are working on any engine stuff, I guess you could put it in either the engine add-ons or others. If you have any 3D art, 2D art, or anything else, I'm sure you can locate the right channel for it. But yeah, send me a DM and we will chat, man. But yeah, I'm super stoked. I got to meet an awesome person. We got a couple more subscribers today, guys. And on top of that, we were able to not only get rid of the small parts in our maps or in our future maps, but we were also able to connect the big parts. I want to fix this tile set here. But after that, I'm going to try to rummage or scrum through some seeds to see if there's any clunkiness or errors in the way that I'm approaching punching holes. But yeah, if this works, I'm probably going to make a short out of it or something. I don't see too many Houdini tutorials, or I don't see any methods on how to do this, but it looks like we've found one. So thank God for that, right? But yeah, here we are. Thank you, God. Thank you. Man, I get excited, dude. This is so cool. Like, I did not imagine. I hoped, right? And that's been the ride with this in my faith so far, is I've hoped and I've been surprised that I've been able to do it. It is clear to me, because nothing ever went right when I did anything else, man. As soon as I became a Christian, gave my life to God, and followed a path that I felt God wanted me to go with, that I felt a calling to, this happened. This happened. Now look, we're doing things, guys. It's slowly growing. Slowly but surely. I'm going to try to plug this up, and then after that, we're going to go ahead and close the stream for the day. But just so you all know, we do stream here 10 a.m. PST to about 2 p.m. PST every day. There's some days where I stop at 1, but that's because I have a daughter and she has late release, or yeah, early release, sorry. And yeah, I have to pick her up on those days, so there's some days we don't stream for the full, what was that, 4 or 5 hours? But let's go ahead and see 119. We don't have a 119, funny enough. We have these corners, or the corner shorts, right? But we do not. What is going on? Why am I unable? Is this broken? That's why I was in edit mode. I apologize. We have these 3 here, but we don't have anything diagonal. Or it looks like we do have something diagonal. No, we don't. Let's go ahead and make those now. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's press M, new collection, diagonal, corners. Boom. Croners. Probably don't want to call it croners. Corners. Boom. By the way, everyone make sure to say hello to Ryan. We don't have much people in here right now. Hello, Ryan. I'm going to drop you the pizza emote. I'm actually going to send you a DM. Hello. That way we can chat a little bit, man. Talk about some music stuff. But yeah, let's try to get... I have a better idea for this. First, let's clear any distance we have in case we have any discrepancies. Then we're gonna, oh, I didn't duplicate. I did duplicate. Sweet. Let's go here. Let's join these really quick. And let's go ahead and name these 119. 119. We're gonna duplicate that. We're gonna spin those, or, oop. Probably want to do that in object mode. We're going to spin this around, and there we go. 119, 221. So let's see if that worked. I'm going to go ahead and export these with visible objects, and we're going to want to go to make sure to go to where are you? Models. World. I'm definitely going to have to organize this a lot better because it's kind of jank at the moment. Let's reload these. And we're not getting the results we want, which indicates to me that these are named wrong. This one's 221 and this one is 119. If I remember correctly. 221, 119. Let's go ahead and export all visible again and see if that worked. Wait a minute. Combine tile sets. So that's why it didn't work. Let's reload. And as you can see, we're getting stuff, but we had it right the first time. Let's go ahead and change that. And go about doing that again. Boom, boom. And it's still broken. Interesting. That didn't switch at all. And there can only be 2 of these, right? 119, 221. So maybe when I did that, I accidentally did them wrong. I don't know. But this is why this is the least favorite part of the experience with me, is because they do that. And there we go. All right, let's file save. The interesting part about this is I won't know if this really works. So let's just click a random one. We're at 238. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna send accept the friend request. Boom. Download this Discord update really quick. You know how Discord is. They're always got some type of update. Boop, 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 boop. Boom. Let's check out this. Oh, man. And that's another issue. So it looks like we're not connecting on some of these. And it's because our system doesn't do large bodies like this. Like this is a large body, or else it would. And if we were to cut into this, it would create other results. That's disappointing. So it looks like there's still a lot for us to do in regards to that. But yeah, as you can see, we get stuff like this when plugged in. It's good to know that the border always works. But handling something like this, which one is this? Let's write this down, notepad. Let's write this particular seed down so I can 457. Bad seed. Boom. Bad seeds. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out how we go about this. So what do we delete here? So we're left with this. We delete everything besides that. We come in here, we get this. Let's see, delete non-selected. So this works in the case that this is the selection. So we delete the everything besides a selection. So why is it deleting? Delete non-selected. It's a part of the selection, isn't it? Not in a group. That's interesting. It should always be putting something in a group, don't you guys think? It's probably because I don't have a case scenario. Let's try another seed. Let's do 700. But we know that's a bad seed because of how long this is. So maybe we have to break those up a little bit more. So we need to find a way to see if there's even a split off. If there's a, I don't know, a room that's not connected. Right? But in this one, this is perfectly fine. There's like no errors with this one, like at all. This one's just smooth sailing throughout the entirety of it because there's just no issues, no random rooms that aren't being 750. I don't know. Let's try more rooms. We'll figure this out though. But I think in some cases, I'm just hoping I can find a case where the way I've gone about fixing it works. But yeah, at the end of this week, we are going to start next week doing like 3D modeling. And we're going to be doing some other things too. And I'll disclose that in the devlog for this week. But I think it's best we join now. Let's see. Hey, check it out. We got a little room that's still in here. So it's not working fully. Hello, I know it's been a long time. Amin! We were just talking about you a while back, man. What's going on? Where'd you go, dude? You disappeared off the face of the planet. Where have you been? I told everyone you're probably just working on something and too busy. We're all sad to see you. Not see you here for the last couple days. But let's see how this works. We get all these. Fuse selected. Delete. So we should go to about 20. And then that'll fill in. So it's kind of just looking to see what, like playing with the parameters until we get something that is universally okay, I guess, for the small parts right now. Let's do 900. After this one, after this check, I am going to get off though. My PC was broken. What happened to your PC? I'm sorry to hear that, Amin. But I'm glad to see you're back. Was it a hard fix? Oh. Yeah. Yeah, see, check it out. So it is working. So if we look here, we see that we get these parts, right? And then it's filling in these slots. These slots here. Although this would be a very small level. We also have to do some things in regard to a lot of stuff. This SSD, I think. Oh, okay. So it's just the SSD. Had some issues with it. Okay. But yeah, these all have connections. We do have a error here that we'll have to fix. See, we don't have one for this particular part, which we should also be doing for everything too. But yeah. Let's see. We got a small part. Let's see if... I apologize, guys. We extract the silhouette. And this, what does this do? The good part is why doesn't this work here? Oh, is it? Selection is not a valid group. So these are all essentially the same size. And due to that, they are not being saved, which is good. We don't want to do all this if we're not getting the results we want from it. I have to go. It's 9 p.m. here. All right, I mean, you have a good night. Okay, my friend. Thank you for joining and letting us know that you're okay. That makes me extremely happy. Whew. That's interesting. We got like a really small thing going on here. Corner slots or shorts. Corner walls. These should be working. From what I can see, hold up. This should be one of them. Right? Should be like this one. Or I guess we don't have one for... Oh, we do. Yeah, 116. It could be something we've missed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's true. We do have an 8th one that we haven't named. Let's go through these. 23, 29, 71, 92, 113, 116, 197, which leaves us with 209. So it looks like I pre-created something in case that happened. So if we are to reload this, I'm assuming that'll get filled, and it did. So thank God for that. Also, we're missing, boom. No. Yeah, here we go. Boom, boom, boom. What is this one? Boom. Which means we're going to have to do this. Because if we have these sides, we don't have these top. So what are these? We have 95, 245, and we have 125 and 215. So let's do 215. Close that. We're going to file, export, FBX, bring those in, reload this geometry. We fix those. And if that's 215 it was, the other one's going to be 125. So 125. And we can go ahead and file, save, file, export, FBX, boom. That means whenever we come into an issue with this, we won't see that we've fixed it, but it should be fixed. So I guess that's the good news of going through all these and kind of checking them out. Whoa. What is going on over here? There must have been something. That occurred. So we were getting some huge errors right here where we're not generating any walls. I wonder what that is. Interesting. And I know that these are getting generated wrong, so it must be something with this. Yeah. See? So the issue is that this does this regardless. And this is getting dragged down, and it's essentially, you think it would, when it recalibrates the area, it would just stay the same. Sorry, God bless me. But it doesn't. Other than that, though, it is 12:55, so we're going to save the project here and try to tackle this off stream today. And if not, we'll get to it tomorrow. But other than that, guys, thank you all so much for being here, hanging out, being a great community. And I just want to take this time to let you all know that if you haven't already, please make sure to click the like and subscribe button. As you can tell, we're growing. Some great content that's going to be developed here in the future. Devlogs weekly, shorts weekly. So if you haven't, please make sure to click the like and subscribe button. With that being said, we also stream 10 a.m. PST to 11 or to 2 p.m. PST here at the channel. So that's another reason to like and subscribe. And other than that, I just want to say see you later. God bless, and Jesus loves you. Blessings, Jelly. Blessings. Bye, Jelly. I'm sorry, man. I got to get off early today to pick up my kid. Sorry I was late. No, you're fine, man. I get it. You're busy. But just to give you a quick update, and then I'll just say goodbye and hop off since I already kind of gave the outro. Let me go to 238 here really quick. 238. And also I should type this on here. 238. Good seed. Yeah. I'm going to show Jelly this and I'm going to hop off. I got to run over and grab the Rugrat. And she's going to be like, want to play Minecraft? And I'm going to be like, sure, I'll play some Minecraft. And then, you know how that goes, chat. I just wish this didn't take so long so Jelly could get a progress update. There we go. Okay. What the heck? It's not working now. No. What's happened? Why is the selection not being selected? It was working perfectly. So obviously we have something going on weird in here. Selection. This deletes the non-selected. That's probably what happened. That's left. This is here. Okay, now let's look. Oh, I guess it does it randomly every time. But regardless, it randomizes essentially and cuts into these so we can get like connections into rooms. I like the other one a little bit better, but it randomly does it, right? And on top of that, it's set to -32. But if you look here, we get some nice clean cuts into the group. Thanks. Looks very good. Yeah, thank you. I'm very excited. Not only are we closing out small parts that just aren't necessary, we're also in the geometry. We're also connecting some points to larger rooms. I just have to go through some seeds and make sure I can adjust values to optimize it as much as possible. And then from there, we're going to have to find out, I guess, via Unreal if it's a appropriate map, or do that in here. But regardless, guys, y'all have a blessed day. I'll see you around. Jesus loves you. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye.